The holidays are a time to feel and create joy. And what could be more joyous than the look on her face as she unwraps a stunning new jewelry piece from Blue Nile? How about getting 50% off your purchase? Blue Nile offers premium quality, priced below traditional retail. Their online experts are available 24/7 to answer any questions and make sure you've picked the perfect gift. For a limited time, you can get 50% off at BlueNile.com. That's 50% off at BlueNile.com.
Let's face it, most people aren't making massive turkey feasts on the regular, and after 364 days of not thinking about it, it can be hard to get that bird just right. That's where Instacart, the holiday rescue app, comes in. From getting all the ingredients to prep a full seasonal spread to getting last-minute swaps in a turkey emergency, Instacart has everything a holiday host needs to save face and save dinner. And right now, if you download Instacart, you get free delivery on your first 3 orders and delivery in as fast as 1 hour. Offer valid for a limited time. $10 minimum per order. Additional terms apply.
Tired of ads crashing your comedy podcast party? Good news. Ad-free listening on Amazon Music is included with your Prime membership. Just head to amazon.com/ad-free comedy to catch up on the latest episodes without the ads. Enjoy thousands of Acast shows ad-free for Prime subscribers. Some shows may have ads.
Previously on Roll Britannia.
Our host has been murdered.
I am Brigadier General Norman Query.
They call him the Butcher of Shark Bay.
If you don't sign up, then you're against us. If I had my way, your kind would be put down.
The Colonel is my brother.
All the estate and his belongings now transferred to you.
Very likely. Over there in the corner is my intolerable husband.
Do you want me to call you Sir or Albert? How would you like it?
This woman that we know as Lady Fotherington that you seem to say not Lady Fotherington.
Well,
we're without a doubt referring to the same person, so what's the name that you know her by?
her name was Elsie.
Elsie what?
Dagger.
You don't seem that bothered by this tragic news, do you, sir?
Terrible affair that it is. Murder's never good, but...
I'm going to snatch the newspaper out of his hand.
He was actually reading an article about a court case that's currently going on regarding smugglers by a well-known journalist.
It looks like we've got a fan of your work here, Mr. Colpardo.
Yes,
Well
yes,
put, sir.
yes.
Were you surprised when you got the invitation?
No, it's all since my article was published.
Please tell me your name.
Karina Hachette.
The Colonel, at his expense, paid for you to be here. Is that right?
Oui, monsieur. I was employed as an artist.
Who are you, young lady?
Lady Fotherington, Alexandria Knightsbridge Etherington.
Do you have a nickname?
Fuzz. I'm betrothed to the Colonel.
Damn fool. He never told me how to get into that safe. If I could get in there, I could make sure I see the will first. That damn journalist is suspicious, though. Is he doing?
Who is your boss?
Mr. Pearson.
Bring him to me.
He has, you might say, been fired from life.
How did he die?
He was stabbed in the back, sir.
Monsieur Bercule, you must come quickly.
Monsieur, is that what has happened?
The safe. It has been opened.
All caught up? Good. Let's get back to the action. Sorry, what was the question?
Something about the clap, I think.
He was stabbed in the back, sir.
Right. Well, we've now not only got a murderer, we've got a serial murderer on our hands. And
No, technically serial is 3 or more.
I suppose.
With the greatest respects, sir. I mean, it's a spree, you know. You see, there's a certain amount of cooling off involved in serial killers and certain numbers of achievement.
A pattern of 3 or more, usually a specific kind
Let's
of...
not get bogged down whether it's a serial or whatever. 2 people were murdered in the same
We've got a
way.
multiple murderer.
Yes, sir. That would be an accurate way of describing it.
It would seem the murderer knew both. The fact that they had the trust of both, they were murdered in the same way.
Knew the house, knew where the security hut was, knew what the security system was. knew how to
Or
break
just
it.
followed him.
Oh, yes, sir. Well, you see, a number of the guests have had tours of the property of various areas, of course. And, of course, his lordship is well known for his high-tech security system. And this one in particular was very well known.
Mind you, when we first arrived, you did give us a tour and led us right here. So that might have been a mistake. Perhaps in future, you should stop doing that.
Well, I mean, we were made aware of the special request made by yourself and your security team for your lordship to ensure that the security systems we had in place here were suitable for the protetion of your lordship.
What? I'm glad I
This
did,
is
because
true.
if you look,
We were looked
our
after.
lordship is still alive.
Hey. And I just give him a little wave.
Oh, right. Well, I mean, in all honesty, I've got no comeback to that.
No, absolutely. So, lads, shall we, what are we doing? We go back? Do you want to tell Berkey what we found in here? Shall we
I've
go
just
back
had
and tell him?
just had a slight out of character thought here.
Ooh,
do you know-
stand by,
I've got to
ladies
put the
and
washing
gentlemen.
out.
Shit, I've left the fire on. Don't have a fire.
Is your house actually on fire?
Shit, I've left it on.
Paul, if there's a
No
fire in your
firefighters
house, you
around.
don't have to say, can I have an out of character moment? You're allowed to go.
No.
Flames are just licking at the side of the screen.
I broke
Malrus,
in.
your hair's on
I
fire.
broke
I think you might
into
want to take a
the-
break.
I broke into the what's it area of the house, didn't I? Upstairs.
The what's
Do
it
you remember?
area of the house?
And the
Beef
alarm
jerky,
went off.
what's it? What next?
The alarm went off when I broke into the sort
The
of
ladies' room.
the colonel's room, as it were.
Sorry, the ladies' toilets. I mean,
Which
the
would have
ladies'
been
room.
after
I mean,
the person was killed.
That wouldn't that mean that the security system was still
Was working.
working at that point, and the
This feels like a conversation you should be having in character.
he's got the same
possibly,
voice.
but you make a valid point. But then that would reveal that I've been in places that I haven't been.
So, Malrus, out of curiosity, when you were having a look around that lady's room, did any alarms go off when you were in their room?
When you were sneaking about, where you
You
shouldn't
know,
be.
when you were upstairs in the
Restricted area.
colonel's room.
Oh, so you've been around the house then?
He did a security sweep as well.
Oh, I wasn't informed that you were taking extra security protocols to sweep the property. We actually had an alarm go off on the door to her ladyship or his lordship suite the other day. It was very...
Yes, that was me.
Oh, we thought we had a fault in the system.
He was rooting through her ladyship's
when the alarm
drawers,
system's
I
been
think.
smashed up.
Yeah, clearly somebody's been tampering with it, and I just point to the beaten up desk.
Oh well, I don't mean to brag about the security system we have at this property, but it is frankly
you
some of
probably
the
shouldn't actually.
The last thing you really should be doing at this point. Mate.
well, the chambers of his lordship or her ladyship or her lordship. It's hard to tell at this stage. They have a small closed loop security system within the property itself that's housed in a completely separate circuit to prevent any kind of tampering with the system.
I would then suggest that you increase the physical guard presence on that part of the house, just in case the person tries to break that one as well. And
We have done that already, sir. With the greatest respect, have you not noticed how there are so few security personnel present within the house itself? We've been posted up around the security nerve centre of this closed-loop circuit to help protect her ladyship.
If you have an internal system that went off, that went, when Malrus was snooping, and it's all internal, how come it still didn't have an internal system that went off when the colonel's room was...
I'm very sorry, I didn't make myself clear. It's only around his lordship,
the
his
beds,
ladyship,
bedrooms.
her lordship's chambers. Only within the wing on the top floor where he sleeps, she sleeps. I don't remember anymore. But not around areas such as
You'd
the
have thought
office.
he'd done that with his office as well, wouldn't
yeah,
Yeah,
Bit of a
yeah.
stupid move, really. to
Well,
chill in
you
his
know what they
office
say.
then.
Hindsight is, of course, 2020. So it's very easy to say that in
Not if you roll
retrospect.
like me.
be taking on your comments and your recommendations, and I will be suggesting that the security system has an entirely separate internal circuit as a backup precaution for any future residents of Short Manor, of course, to prevent this kind of thing happening again. You know what they say, it's okay to make a mistake, just don't make the same mistake twice, even if it is the death and demise of your employer.
That's very forward thinking of you, and exactly why I'm thinking of recommending you for a management position.
Sirs, that would be fantastic.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Despite all of the murders, don't get too ahead of yourself,
No,
Colin.
exactly. Pending review, of course, by an appropriate tribunal. I think
Build me up, buttercup baby, just to let me down. Tribunal, la 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 la. You're gonna get promoted if we don't kill you. La, la, la.
Lads, should we head back to the house and discuss with Berkule?
Yeah. See you later, Colin the cannon fodder.
Colin?
Yes, sir?
Chin up, mate.
Certainly, sir. At once, sir. And he puts his chin like right to the ceiling, like
falls backwards.
He just tilts his head all the way back and points his chin like fully at the ceiling.
I want to grab
Should
one
we
of those rainproof...
get his stone of fast speech number in case we need him in the future?
Yeah. His stone of fast speech number is 5.
He's got one of the original models. First edition. He's
Because
actually a
we've got
collector.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah,
Cool.
we've got
5
1, 2, 3,
for
and 4.
Colin.
He's got 5.
Okay, are you heading back to the house, guys?
I think so,
Yes.
Nice. Okay. So you all trudge back through the rain, all the way back up to the house and into the entrance hall. When you get inside, you give yourself a big shakedown. I mean, Derek, this time you are soaked again, but at least because it's clothes and not a toga, you haven't gone completely see-through. And as you walk into the entrance hall, you see a Berkule fish come striding towards you from the doors to the breakfast room. And he says, messieurs, I trust you have gathered all the information you need. I've gathered the guests in the lounge, and we must identify the murderer. Murderers indeed. Please, follow me. And he begins to lead you back through the breakfast room doors, talking with you the whole while and explaining to you. He says, Messieurs, I hope you have discussed all the possibilities. I have certainly looked into everything myself, and your assistance in this matter has been invaluable to my understanding of the case, and I believe that we have come to possibly the same decision, and I'm looking forward to hearing your theories about who you think this terrible criminal is who has committed this horrible crime. And we'll make sure that everybody knows that your assistance in this matter was a crucial part to this.
Sounds good to me, Berkule.
Berkule, have you still got one of them truth serum?
Oui, monsieur, I do. I was planning to use this final pill to confirm our suspicions. So once we have decided on who the murderer is, we must then go through and give this pill to the suspect and confirm our suspicions. This is no way to deny this. If they take this pill, we will know for certain, but we only have one, so we must be certain.
Okay. Yep, sounds like a plan.
Fantastic, Lamont. Monsieur. Allez, please follow me. And he leads you through the breakfast room, continues to take you towards the lounge. Can you all roll a perception check then, please?
Oh, a 10.
Ooh, also a 10.
16. Hey.
Good for Jeff.
Nice.
Look at me looking around and shit.
Not walking with your eyes closed this time, and you all notice as you look out the window that the storm appears to be lifting, and so a few rays of sunshine are just starting to shine through.
If only we'd waited.
Nice. If we'd have given it about 10 minutes.
Yeah, look. The rain's stopping. We could have just got...
It's just a shower.
Bloody typical, isn't it? Bloody typical.
Sod's law, whoever he is.
And as you enter the lounge, you see gathered round, sitting on all the sofas and comfy chairs, you see the guests of the house, and there's a fire going just to give it a bit of cozy ambiance. And Berkil stands at the front of the group and he says, Madame and Monsieur, thank you very much for coming this morning to help us solve this terrible crime. We have conducted our investigation, and these gentlemen here have assisted me every step of the way. We have interviewed every single one of you to help us with our inquiries. These fine gentlemen here will be presenting the evidence we have collected and discovered and wheedled out, as they say. And they will then present to you the knowledge that they have acquired, and potentially they will be able to, I am hoping, discern which of you has done this horrible murder. Sir Albert Hall is sat at one end of the room, looking stern. Lady Hanselswood is sat at the complete other end of the room next to the Brigadier General Norman Quarry. Karina Massey is sat somewhere in the middle, looking, staring daggers at the General, as per usual. And Fuzz is lounging.
Derek, are you going to dry your toga by the fire? You're looking a bit soggy.
He's not wearing his toga anymore. He got changed into lost and found clothes.
My toga,
yes.
I left it in the guardhouse. Unfortunately, didn't seem worth bringing back. I mean, after all, it is just one of your sheets. So,
If only you had another one.
I do actually. I've got one upstairs, but I'm saving that for a special occasion.
It's your fancy toga.
Yeah. My best. Does anybody want to kick off the old?
I think just start by presenting your findings to the group.
Ladies and gentlemen, I bet you're wondering
Monsieur.
why we've gathered you all here today.
Is this investigation going on the Eurostar now, is it?
Madame Rutan.
If you'll look over to your right.
Senors es senora.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury. No, hold on, sorry. That's wrong.
We're not a college tribunal yet.
We are here to solve once and for all not only the vicious crime of the murder of Colonel Arthur Cameron, and I turn to Lady Hansworthwood and go, your dear departed brother.
No.
But also a second murder, that of Mr. Pearson, a noble and reliable guard captain.
As you say this, Sir Albert Hall looks up in shock and he says, "What? Mr. Pearson dead?"
Unfortunately, yes.
Interesting, Sir Albert, that you would choose now to be surprised when nothing that you found out recently has surprised you in the slightest.
Just can't see why anyone would kill the chap. Good chap, in my opinion. What?
Did you know him?
I got on rather well with the head of security, yes. Good sort, in my opinion. Good sort.
Mr. Pearson, we believe, was murdered in order to gain access to the security system so that a further plan could be carried out to take the life of the dear departed colonel. But not only has such a vicious crime been committed there, but also the crime of mutilation.
No.
The body had been removed from the study. In fact, only about 45 minutes to an hour ago, we found a hand in the hallway belonging to that of the colonel that was used to open the safe. Now, could anybody give me a reason as to why the safe would need to be opened, why somebody would want to open the safe?
Well, you see, young man, those of us with bigger brains would understand that a safe is, for example, somewhere safe to store one's most valuable possessions. So it seems that someone would want to open it to access those valuables.
There are valuables all over the house, sir.
Well, then, that would suggest that the items within the safe are even more valuable than that.
And I'm going to, at this point, whip out the folded up will that's in my pocket and go, you mean like
bloody hell, I've been
this?
folded up.
My back is killing me.
This gentleman was found in... Mr. Quirey, I often... I've been a thief for many years, and I know thieves.
No, I knew there was
and
something else about you. I
I will
hate
say
it.
to you...
He means a stealer of hearts. He's a heartbreaker.
I'm a
Look at him, look how
heartbreaker
handsome he is.
and a knee smasher, sir, and thieves are opportunists. So, in order to break into such a safe, there would not only have to be something valuable, but something specifically valuable to this person. Malrus?
I have the will here.
And where did you find that?
It was left in the safe.
And Lady Foz is looking quite concerned, and she pipes up and she says, and I assume, of course, that I'm named in the will.
Pipe down, Foz. You're going to get let down in a second.
But I am the beneficiary, of course.
No.
Oh.
Lady Hansworth Wood is in the will.
Hansworth Wood looks very smug, and she says, and downright true.
Another point to note, ladies and gentlemen, is that the safe can only be entered by the possessor of the safe.
Morning.
Oh, hey.
Mm-hmm. Now, of course, that means that only the Colonel get into it, which means that then someone else would have to know that only the Colonel get in, and then obviously had the guts to be able to chop the hand off his dead body and use it to enter the safe. So one of you knew that grisly fact.
Which means we're looking at somebody with knowledge of the house, of the Colonel himself, knowing which hand was used to open the safe, but also a cold-blooded person who had no regard for human life, decency, honesty.
And Sir Aberhall jumps to his feet and he says, pointing his finger at Brigadier General Norman Quirey, yells, well, there can only be one person who has such disregard for the lives of living beings. That man there has killed more people than anyone I know.
There is a difference, Sir Albert, between sending men to their deaths and killing them yourself. One guardsman and one colonel is a couple of murders, but 1,000 deaths is more of a statistic. It's a balance sheet in a war, if you will. I don't think
Dark.
that the crimes have the same mentality. That's a quote by Joseph Stalin.
Oh, God. This week's episode of Britannia brought to you by fascism.
He wasn't a fascist, he was a communist.
Well, still both led
Just
by big
remembering that scene.
evil
Oh,
dictators.
absolutely, a murderous dictator.
Was a short
So-
step for some people from communism to
yeah.
fascism.
Oh, God, easy. Just a hop, skip, and a jump.
You just have to take out the tater.
Yeah, he was a...
Anywho,
So, sorry.
Moving
I just dropped
swiftly
the
on.
Stalin quote. So,
what we've been working on throughout all of this is who has the means, who has the motive, and who has the opportunity. We need to work out, firstly...
Can we get people... Right, who do we think is definitely not? Can we huddle up, guys? Right.
just
Huddle up.
1 second. Just
Quick
1
huddle.
second, Keth. We'll be back with you in a minute.
the referee blows a whistle, brings round some orange
sorry.
Get yourself a
some,
drink.
Yes,
some
yes.
Lucozade, everyone has a bit of a rest and a regroup. And
Yeah, short intermission.
Is there anyone that we think definitely didn't do this?
Definitely didn't.
Didn't do this.
Definitely didn't. I don't think
know.
Vinny did it.
Fuck me, the
I
jury's
don't
so out for all of them now.
Like, for me, I don't think Karina did it. Obvious.
I don't think Vinny did it.
I don't think
What she got
Karina
gain?
did it.
What she got for gain from it? Nothing.
Nothing.
Her employer's dead.
Absolutely nothing.
She's got no money to gain from it. She's going to get kicked out if Lady Hansworth does get it because we know that that's all going to go wrong.
He didn't have anything to do with Shark Bay. She's got no motive.
I just think, and she's just so pretty. So
Yeah.
She's just such fatale femme.
So I don't think she did it. I want to pop my head up from... Is that agreed, guys? Do we reckon that she's probably not the murderer?
The only beef she's got is with the Brigadier General, because her brother was at the Battle of Shark Bay, but that's a side issue. I think that's smoke.
So not Karina?
Not Karina. I don't think Vinny either. He came here for a story to learn something, not to end something.
I am hesitant to dismiss Vinny.
I want to pop my head up and just go, Karina, dear, if you could just sit over in that side of the room for us, please, and just point to the.
I mean, this is like the parlour scene, the big fam. You don't need to move it tonight. You don't have to move to another corner. Just segregate them in your mind.
Weirdest parlour scene ever.
It's like a
it's like picking teams at school.
Essentially, until we get to the one kid who doesn't want to get picked, who gets picked last, and they're the murderer.
Start sweating.
Last one picked, you did it.
Oh no, I'm the murderer! Damn it! Again.
Can I just sneak Berkule to one side?
Okay.
Berkule can just join the huddle.
Yeah, Berkule. Right, I've got a plan. Can I get hold of have we still got that bottle of wine?
Yeah, I would have it.
Can we put the truth serum in the bottle of wine and pass the bottle of wine around and then announce that everybody has had the truth serum? Or could we at least decant it into one bottle, one glass, and then not say who's got it, but then they all think they've got it, but we'll have it, and we can give it to the person when we've narrowed it down and we've sort of deception checked the fuck out of them.
I mean, I don't mean to pick holes in your theory here, Malrus, but I mean, the placebo effect, I mean, it does work just as well if you don't give them...
Yeah, whatever.
You don't actually have to give them the truth serum for it to work.
We could just tell them
telling them
they
have it has made it work.
Tell them that the oranges were laced with truth serum.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Then. Let's do that.
I still want Sir Albert Hall saying he's going to go and
anybody
rub
else
one out again.
Do we have anybody else that we actually do want to rule out?
I don't think Sir Albert Hall did it. But didn't we?
I think he probably did.
Did you ask him when you interrogated him if he killed the
We asked
colonel?
that direct question.
Cannot remember.
I don't think we asked him that direct question.
I think we must have at some point.
I don't think you did. No.
I don't think it was Albert. I don't think it was Corinne. I don't think it was Vinny.
So
I'd say we rule out Sir Albert.
We can rule out Sir Albert.
And we've ruled out Karina. So we've got Vinny Colpardo, Foz, Enquiry, and Lady Handsworth Wood.
I still think it was Enquiry and Lady Handsworth. I think it was Lady Handsworth managed to get in everywhere.
Okay, well, why would Foz?
And I think Handsworth. I think the Brigadier General did all the killing because he's more adept at it. He still had military training at some point. And it's very easy to stab someone in the back that you know. It's not a physical. It's not a hugely. You haven't got to overpower anybody.
Tom's telling us from personal experience.
Oh, monsieur, you know how to stab a man in the back. You have experience in this, huh?
God, I thought we were talking out of character. Right. Sorry, I had some beef jerky in my throat.
Yes, it can repeat on you.
It was really spicy. I mean, you could probably still smell it.
Spicy.
Oh, oui, monsieur, I was wondering what that smell was. Anyway, do you know who you think the suspect is?
I don't think Vinny Colpardo did it because he came here to learn information. Why would he? I just don't think it's Vinny. I still think it's a double team between...
Oh, morning.
Lady Handsworth.
We know there's one team that's a double team at the moment.
I know.
But equally, Malrus, didn't you say something about you'd heard Foz say something along the lines that the fool didn't tell me how to get into the safe before he died? So that almost seems like she might have known that he was going to die.
Maybe she just...
Something like that.
Maybe that's just more what she was concerned about afterwards, maybe. She
didn't know how to get into the safe. Otherwise, she would have gone straight away and done it. So that
She also said that there was something fishy about Vinny.
These murders were carefully planned, orchestrated, specifically to get into that safe. There is a pattern of behaviour here which suggests more to me that it's not somebody with a personal affection to him. I'm happy to rule out Lady Foz.
I would also rule out Vinny Colpardo then, because at the end of the day, how would he know about the security detail and all of that if he's never been here before? He's just a reporter who was coming here to sort of
could have had the tour.
He was invited specifically for that.
Well, he didn't know about the security hut, did he?
No, he didn't.
Because only we went there.
I want to rule him out. I want to rule him out.
I don't think it was Vinny.
Okay, I'm happy to go with that.
So are we going wooden quarry then?
I think you might be onto something with Quarry. He insists. I'll put this to you. He arrives. He insists that the security is not up to snuff and that he must get a tour to make sure he feels safe. Being a military man, he knows all the terms, the language, the way to get ingratiated in. He follows the man to the hut by catching him on his break, stabs him in the back, smashes it up, and then he can kill the colonel whenever he wants. When all of us have had a drink, he leaves to go to bed. We already know, he's capable of long-term deception and lies. He talks to the colonel, stabs him in the back.
But he's quite wealthy, so it can't be about money.
Well, it's not, though. It's about the doll.
Yeah, true. He could want the power.
And
Don't forget about what? There's a smuggling background as well.
What do you reckon the doll does then?
It was used, something to do with the truth. Yeah, it was used as a tool of his trade.
I tell you what we could do with is that big metal porcupine detector downstairs. That would have been
unfortunately, he's underneath tons of rubble, so...
I know.
Right.
Not digging him out.
Shall we...
The referee comes over and he says, "Guys, are you ready to carry on? We've got."
They're all starting to stare at us, so we better tell them something quick.
You've just been doing
everybody
this in a huddle by yourself.
The oranges are laced with truth serum.
Roll deception.
I hope this goes well.
Me too. Deception.
Come on, Malrus. Come on, Malrus.
18.
Ooh.
There are 6 rolls James has to make now.
Oh, that's true. Yes.
Some of them will believe you, some of them will not.
Thank God I didn't do it because I just rolled a natural 1.
I didn't even try. I never roll when it's not a roll, just in case.
Same.
I always do. No, not always.
Okay, so some of them believe you and some of them don't.
Can I make an insight check to sort of try and see?
I mean, how are you checking to see if they believe you?
Horror, shock in their face.
A look of bollocks.
Okay.
Yeah, concern. If they were concerned, they might be more susceptible to like.
Okay, so roll insight then, I guess.
Eyebrow.
5.
14.
Excellent. I'll
13.
go then. Oh, I had a 2. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so Jeff, with your 13, you can tell that Sir Albert and Lady Fuzz believe you.
Sorry, gents, that beef jerky went right through me.
Nice fart jokes.
Oh, well,
Should we just go like tell all the secrets we know? Like,
Messieurs, are you ready to make your announcement and reveal who you believe to be the murderer in this case? I mean, everyone has been waiting here for quite some time while you have a discussion amongst yourselves. This is beginning to become a little awkward, I will not lie to you. This is not how usually the Parlour Scene goes down.
just so okay.
Who wants to go? That's better. No pesky Dungeon Master office intruders, thank you, Pedro? Oh, good boy. Well, welcome everybody. It's a little something I like to call the Dungeon Master Zone. A calm, comfy place where I have you all to myself for just a minute or two before I fling you back into the chaos. Right, firstly, and of course, all of us here at Royal Britannia want to bellow an enormous thank you in your direction for joining us again on our fantastical nautical adventures. Having you here on deck with us means absolutely everything, and we would have sunk a long time ago if it wasn't for you lot. So, it's great to have you on board. Bloody hell, Pedro. Yes. I know, calm down. I know it's shout-out time. Here, give me the scroll and have some parrot truth or something. Okay. Thank you. Anyway. Right. This week's shout-out is to Lady Vena, I'm not sure, sorry, who sent us a lovely message on Twitter. We're so glad that you're loving the show and that it's given you some reassurance about being a DM. Only the best people get to be a DM, you know. I mean, can you imagine one of those four running this show? Madness, I know. Yeah. It's back. It's Fantastical Pirate Facts Corner. And did you know that it's pretty common misconception that pirates' eye patches were worn to conceal an empty eye socket? I mean, that'd be a lot of missing eyes on deck, I think. Or in Jeff's case, a bizarre fashion statement. But the real reason for the eye patches was so that one eye could remain constantly adjusted to darkness, which made it easier to fight below deck when boarding ships. A very useful tool. A technique was in fact so effective that keeping one eye closed is still a technique used in the military today for night survival. Well, that actually was genuinely interesting. Stand back, everybody. There's an incoming random celebrity shout-out. Well, from all the way across the pond this week, apparently Adam Brody has caught wind of Royal Britannia and is currently power binging his way through all the episodes to catch up. Well, I'm pretty sure it says Adam Brody. I mean, probably. No. Anyway, you can't ask him. He's probably busy listening to the show. Yeah, it's fine. Now then, you lot, we want to work with you. On social media, that is. You know us, we love chatting with you merry lots, and whatever you can think of, we're probably there. I mean, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Discord, just to name a few, or all. And you can even buy the boys a beer too. Just click the link in the episode description and you can put a pint in the boys' hands for as little as £1. And if you leave us a message too, maybe I'll even name an NPC after you, just to say thanks. I mean, I can't promise they'll stay alive. The boys do have a bit of a track record. But now, wherever you gather your podcast from, why not take a couple of moments to really help us out by giving Royal Britannia a lovely 5-star review, eh? The seas are rough and stormy in the world of D&D podcasts, so a kind word from you guys really helps us to get the word out about us and to help more amazing people, just like you, discover our show. And as always, you know by now, come on, you must have done it by now, make sure you subscribe to us. Otherwise, I'm just going to send Malrus round with his brand new diarrhea spell. And you'll definitely need a miracle to get out of that one with clean underwear. Right, that's enough chat from me. And you lot are looking too comfortable anyway, lounging around in here. So scram! Get him, Pedro. That murder isn't going to solve itself, so... Pedro! Them, not me, you stupid parrot!
Whoa, hold on there, James. Just before we get back to the action, I want to chip in. Get it? Anyway, did you know that support for Royal Britannia is brought to you by Manscaped, who are the best in men's below-the-waist grooming? They're the champions of the world. Not only do Manscaped offer precision-engineered tools for your family jewels, but Manscaped have just launched their 4th generation trimmer, the Lawnmower 4.0, all across Europe. So, having been sent a bunch of stuff from the lovely people at Manscaped, I decided that it was time that this buccaneer braved the bush once more. Now, after previous frightful experiences, the jungle was approached with caution. But after the first stroke of the Lawnmower 4.0, it was like I was Tarzan, cutting through the trees with ease. This 4th generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. So now I feel confident shaving my boys once more. Plus, not only are there additional guard lengths to customise your trim, lengths 1 to 4, but also it has a super useful 4000K LED spotlight for when a more precise shave is needed. Also, big shout out to the Manscaped ball toner. I'm not quite sure what it does, but man is it refreshing. So why not join me, the other Buccaneers, and over 4 million other people worldwide who trust Manscaped? And with this exclusive offer for you, our wonderful listeners, 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code ROLLBRIT at manscaped.com. That's ROLLBRIT, ROLLBRIT at manscaped.com. Now we can get back to the action. ladies and gentlemen, hi. My name is Lord Golddagger, as you all know, and obviously you've all just taken truth serum, so that's grand. Just so we're all on the same page, we thought we'd let you know some information that we've gathered about yourselves. So we all know everyone has their secrets, but obviously these two here, they're fucking.
Yeah, unfortunately, Derek
Lady Hansworth and Inquiry.
A little bit of a gag.
Sir Albert Hall, he just sort of grumps. He says, "Wow."
Just at OC, we know Fozz is lying about her name, don't we? Because we've been told.
Yeah, we were told. Yeah.
And she's that's not Lady Fotherington, Alexandria Etherington, Knightbridge, whatever. It's a fake name either way.
It spells fake. It literally spells fake.
How none of you have noticed it beforehand? It's pretty amazing.
Christ.
So we don't know her as Fozz anymore.
Fozz speaks up and she says, "Oh, that's truly outrageous. How on earth could you have possibly found out anything like that, you dirty scum? Ugh. Goodness.
I was hiding.
Well, you shouldn't be spying on...
Pretty much. And we gave somebody else truth serum. We won't reveal who it was, but they told us
in
confidence that that was the case. Her name is Chelsea something.
Chelsea Dagger.
Sir Albert Hall stands up and he says, Elsie Dagger, and she's a con woman.
Chelsea Dagger.
Elsie.
That's the pun.
That's the pun.
We won't say who, but her name starts with C and ends in Elsie Dagger.
We also know that that Sir Albert was once engaged in a relationship with Miss Dagger.
Scandalous. How on earth could you possibly have known this? There's no way you could have known this. He must have talked.
It's truth serum, love. Get over it.
Oh.
So.
That's the slogan on the bottle, actually.
It's right. Truth serum, love. Get over it.
It's got a little C in a circle for copyright as well, right?
It's truth serum, TM. Get over it. Mr.
Fling
Sorry,
the ball
my
over
lord.
his shoulder.
Carry on with your assertions.
Other than that, Vinny Colpardo, you seem pretty nervous, and obviously we all know that there's smugglers about. You've let us know about this.
Vinny pipes up and he says, yes.
So, why don't you start with the information you know about the smugglers?
Yes. I have to say, there's some.
Just remember, you have had truth serum.
Oh yes, of course.
So there's no point in fighting the lies.
No. Well, you see, the thing is that I don't actually have the.
Mr. Colpardo.
Yes. Yes.
Do you remember what happened the last time you were evasive?
Yes. I believe I soiled myself and I had to. Yes. I fell and broke my nose.
Well, that wasn't
a terrible accident.
Similar thing happened to me. Don't worry. What goes around comes around. But
it wasn't a small accident. It was the ultimate accident.
Yeah, it was a complete crash.
You had a clear out in your kecks, is what you did.
It was a collision, because accident implies there's nobody to blame.
A fantastic odd hot fuzz reference then.
This show's sponsored by Hot Fuzz.
Drive safe. Rest assured that such a thing won't happen again, Mr. Colpardo, given if you give my friend here, and I sort of glance shyly to Jeff, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Very
so
coy.
I suggest you come clean about the operation.
Unlike your underpants.
Yes. You see, here's the thing.
Which aren't clean.
Well, they are now, of course.
It was a poo joke. Keep up.
Yes. Very witty. You see, I was invited here to get information about a new article.
And what were you hoping to gain from your meeting with the Colonel, then?
Well, the Colonel told me it would be a story that would, quite frankly, would make my career.
Does anyone else in the room? Can I roll a perception to see if anyone else gets nervous or is sort of on edge by this news that there's a reporter trying to get a story that's going to make their career about smugglers? Is anyone looking?
Who's saying it's about smugglers?
Yeah,
He just said a story that's
specifically
make his career.
about the Colonel.
Okay, I mean, roll perception then.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Oh, you see
Well,
everything.
when it might count.
There's no point me rolling if you've got that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Well, Sir Albert looks a little bit uncomfortable. Let's say that.
So Sir Albert might be the smuggler.
I would think he is. He needs to know.
Yeah, we sort of got that.
Now, that only leaves another dark secret that is yet to be uncovered. Perhaps, Mr. Query, you'd like to bring your dark secret to light.
A general query to you. General enquiry.
I'm sorry, Brigadier General Query. Perhaps you'd like to tell everybody your dark secret that has not yet come to light. I will remind you.
I don't have to tell you anything at all, you disgusting little creature.
You are under truth serum, Brigadier General. It'll come out anyway.
I don't believe that for a second. You couldn't slip that stuff past me. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Do you remember when we said you looked quite pink in the face? After your extracurricular activities?
Perhaps, you'd like to avoid that pink becoming black and blue.
Are you threatening me, stupid?
Just a suggestion.
I don't take threats from the likes of you.
Really, you're not suffering from blue balls, if that is anything.
Yeah, well.
Mr. Norman Query.
General!
Does it make you
Enquiry.
angry when I don't give you your title?
I didn't serve in the Royal Navy for all those years for the likes of you to call me Mister.
Did you feel the same way about the Colonel before you stabbed him in the back?
I didn't stab that fool in the back.
But you did stab him?
Well, technically, yes. That was many, many years ago. I can't see how it's relevant to this current situation. The chap survived. And frankly, damn fool.
I think that must clear things up, Berkule. We suspect strongly that Mr. Norman Query
General
and Lady Hansworth Wood manufactured the deaths of the elusive Mr. Pearson, destroyed the security system, at which point one of them murdered the Colonel in order to break into his safe.
And they were totally banging as well, ladies and gentlemen.
That is certainly a picture I did not intend to have in my mind.
I can't get the image out of my mind. Yeah.
Monsieur et madame et monsieur, that is a well-formed and well-reasoned argument, and I trust you have worked very hard to establish this motive.
But wrong.
It is well-rounded and well thought out, but there is one minor flaw in your plan.
One of them's a woman.
No. You see, the one tiny problem is that you are totally wrong.
I think I know who did it.
Monsieur, allow me to elaborate. You see that...
I think it might have just all slipped together in my head.
I am pleased to hear it. Who do you believe this is?
I'm having some sort of vision.
Oh, we should all sit and wait for this. Hello? No? Okay. Allow me to elaborate. Madame and Monsieur, you see that while it is true that the Brigadier General here is using some sort of assistance, maybe, it must be, to...
Viagra.
Maybe, to entertain Lady
most
Hansworth
definitely
Wood.
at his age.
It's maybe the case. You see, this relationship that you may believe to be the key to the old case. However, I do not believe this to be true. You see, while Lady Handcuffs Wood has taken to the comforting arms of the general here, I do not see, you see, how a relationship between the two would result in the death of the colonel. You see, the general, while having a history with the colonel, they are on amicable terms that, as best it can be, with a man such as the general, who regards most others as beneath him, including even those who's risen to the rank of colonel. And, well, he has a certain history that is not popular. You see, Miss Corinna Ashay, she may have the daggers in her eyes, and she may be certainly looking to commit a murder in the future, and I would strongly recommend that she does not do this. It seems that the murder she intended to commit is on the general here, so, monsieur, I would strongly recommend that you take extra cautions around this fiery young lady here. She is, of course, the sister of a young soldier who served under you in the unfortunate Battle of Shark Bay. I understand, of course, why she is furious, but it does, of course, leave no motive for the murder of the colonel. You see, she was in his employ. It was in her favor to maintain this relationship and keep the colonel alive, not only to get the money, as they say, she is a famous artist, and money is why she is doing the work she is doing, but also to give her access to those who may, in her eyes, believe she has lost her brother because of. The Lady Handcuffs Wood then, okay, she's having a questionable relationship, but does that give a strange husband a motive to kill a brother? Well, I do not know. You see, I do not understand why that would be the case. Monsieur Albert Holtz, then why would you want to kill the colonel? It seems though you do have a motive for the lady formerly known as Fuzz, maybe Madame Dagger? Is that what they are calling you? I am understanding there is other names you are known by. Perhaps you are more familiar with the name Rita Blogs. This is a name, of course, that you have gone by on a number of other occasions. I took the liberty to investigate the name and of Madame Elsie Dagger, and it turns out she has been known by a number of names, although the one that comes up most commonly on my understanding from my communications is that Rita Blogs may be your real name. Madame Blogs here is, well, is no other word for it, a con woman. She seeks out wealthy men and engages them in illicit relationships, extracting from them as much money as she possibly can. And then when the money has all run out, she disappears into the wind and on to the next most wealthy individual. It seems that she has a taste for most types. She has dated, in my understanding, from my contacts back in Neverwinter.
But not orcs, Keth.
This may indeed be the case, but... Alors, it seems
that... type, anyway.
That is good to know, monsieur. But it seems, of course, that the next victim of Madame Blogs here was the colonel himself. And so you might consider that he would be a victim. She would want him dead to inherit the money. But as it turns out, she was not named in the will. So, where is the motive for her? Perhaps then something else has happened. I have come to understand that on the night of the dinner party, where I was unfortunately just a few minutes late, the Monsieur Hall and Madame Blogs, formerly Fuzz, do not know, had a unexpected reunion, and the colonel interrupted them having, shall we say, an heated discussion about their previous relationship. So, it seems then that Sir Albert Hall does have a motive to kill the colonel. It is to silence him, as it seems that, Sir Albert, you have spent your entire family fortunes facilitating this relationship, and you have kept a secret from your wife, the lovely Lady Handcuffs Wood. A very unusual state of affairs. Where then did you find all the money to continue the lifestyle which you appear to be living? You have been engaging, it seems, in certainly illicit financial activities, and that may be.
I think we asked him.
I said this once already.
Pretty sure we asked him in his interview.
So then, smuggler, potential murderer, conwoman, I am, it seems, surrounded by criminals of all classes and all kinds, including, pardon, monsieur, the general here, who has, well, taken one step short of committing genocide. It seems then that the room is full of potential suspects. But, alas, there is very few individuals here who would actually carry out this action. You see, the Lady Hansworth Wood has found her new fortune and love in the somewhat despicable Brigadier General Enquiry, to whom I believe she has changed her will to leave all of her belongings and possessions and wealth to him. So I believe it is possible to rule out the potential double murder plan of the Colonel and his darling sister, the Lady Hansworth Wood. Monsieur Albert Hall, he certainly does not need the money anymore. He is gaining income from other sources. And it seems then that the unhappy marriage between Sir Albert and the Lady Hansworth Wood may not need the disguise of the illicit relationship that may have been going on between Sir Albert and the Lady Fuzz at the time. It seems then that Sir Albert, the Lady Hansworth Wood, and the Brigadier General are off the hook. And, well, the Lady Fotherington, Alexandria, Knightsbridge, Edrington, or possibly Elsie Dagger, or possibly Rita Bloggs, she is off the hook as well, because, well, she would not stand to gain from his murder. Not yet, anyways. The Madame Corinna Shea, she is, of course, most primed to do this, but she has no motive to do so. She only loses from the death of the Colonel. So one may assume maybe this was a tragic accident. However, there is one piece of evidence that has been presented to us this evening that has swayed my opinions about who the killer may be. I'd like you to all roll a perception check then, please.
17.
12.
15.
17.
Ooh.
As you're looking around the room, your eyes fall on everyone who's sat around individually. As you scan around the room, you see Lady Hansworth Wood looking tearful, and the Brigadier General scowling away as he usually does with his bristly moustache. And you see Corinna Hache intently listening, and even Sir Albert Hall with a look of scorn on his face, and Foz just tossing her hair impatiently. And as you look around, you see there's an empty chair. It's a chair that up until recently had contained Vinnie Colpardo.
What?
What?
Berculi says, as you may have noticed, we have been left by one of our number. It seems then that Monsieur Colpardo has been not telling us the whole truth. I suspect, in fact, that this man we know as Vinnie Colpardo is, in fact, not the man we believe him to be. I believe he is, in fact, an impostor. My suspicions were first raised at the breakfast after the terrible night's events. Sir Albert was reading an article in the newspaper about the trial of the smugglers he had identified.
Yes.
I read it, yes.
It seems so. I must ask the question, how is it that Monsieur Colpardo was able to write about the results of a court case for which he was reporting that it happened that day while he was here with us?
Such a fucking good point. Oh, damn it.
Oh, I don't like being stupid in front of
That is
thousands of people.
such a good point. I think I definitely asked when it was published as well. Oh.
Do not fear, my friend. He fooled us all, as it were.
I always thought he was sus.
Yeah, red sus. Red is sus. Red is sus. Emergency meeting.
Vinny sus, though.
I always thought there was something wrong with him.
Did you really?
Still, one never knows. I can't believe it killed my brother. I invited him to all of that. Madame and monsieur, please.
Derek, why didn't you batter the crap out of him when you had the chance?
Messieurs, I believe I know the true identity of Monsieur Colpado. I believe that he is not the famous journalist, but instead is the criminal known around Neverwinter as, well, the Sparrow.
The Sparrow?
Oui, monsieur, the Sparrow is a highly renowned cat burglar in Neverwinter. He has been linked, although never caught or even seen, with some of the most high-profile burglaries in all of Neverwinter. I believe this is what the Sparrow has come to this island. You see, the colonel was famed around the world for having a highly valuable item that was able to extract the truth from all he questioned.
I should have bloody known.
It seems that the Sparrow may be here to steal exactly the same things that you all came here to steal also.
Jesus. Where is he?
Which of you got over 15 in your perception check?
I got a 17.
Oh, yeah, I got a 15.
Oh, nice, okay. So as you look around this room, wondering where the hell Vinny might have gone, you see that he didn't leave without a trace. He left something on the seat. It's a perfectly formed and incredibly intricate origami sparrow.
Would you know? Shit.
It's almost like a calling card. God.
After weeks gathering clues and investigating, our buccaneers couldn't leave Burrcue waiting. With everyone gathered, they presented their findings, accusing Lady Handsworth, Brigadier Inquiry. But Burrcue pointed out where and how they were wrong. And now the culprit Vinny could well be gone. Will they catch the imposter before he exits the manor? Find out next time on Roll Britannia.
Hey, thanks for listening to this week's episode. It was a lot happened there. A lot came out. Quite impressed. Yeah. Next week will be the last episode really in this arc, so we'll be moving on to the next thing. Very exciting. I hope you really enjoy that. I've got a lot of things planned and, well, I think you're gonna like it. But if you can't wait until next week for the final episode of this arc, I've got some great news for you, because I know there's always this gap in your lives where you're thinking, what do I do now? I've listened to all of Roll Britannia, and yes, I'm going to go back and listen to the whole thing again, great, but if you want something extra, there's a great show I really, really recommend that you should check out. It's called 3 Black Halflings, and it is absolutely fantastic. They've got some fantastic insights into the game, and they know the game much better than I do, so, definitely check them out. They're available pretty much everywhere you find podcasts. Got a little promo for them just next. So take a listen to this and, go and check them out. And we'll see you next week. Okay, bye.
Why, hey, Roll Britannia, it's me, Jasper William Cartwright, and I'm here to tell you about 3 Black Halflings, a topical talk show with me and 2 of my close friends dig into the hottest topics in Dungeons & Dragons right now, from diversity and inclusion, DM tips and tricks, to player advice. We have extra special guest episodes with D20 stars like Lou Wilson, Zach Oyama, and Brennan Lee Mulligan.
This is the wrong dungeon and the wrong dragon.
You land in the cusp of a teaspoon on a nat 20.
And many, many more. We also have an actual play campaign called The Cub and the Caterpillar, which is where we play in an all-Africa-based setting, the Wagadu Chronicles. If you like the sound of this, then come find us on social media at TB Halflings. Search on any podcasting app you're using, 3 Black Halflings, and we'll see you there, Shire folk.
Sports Social Podcast Network.
Okay, round 2. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, oh, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.